So Jesus chose 12 helpers. Who knows what helpers are? Helpers are those people that help. Jesus could not do it alone. So he chose 12 people to help him out. So let's see. One day, he called his 12 disciples together and gave them the power to heal people of sickness and diseases. Okay, this is an exciting time for the disciples. Why? Because after spending so much time learning from Jesus, they finally got to help with some of the work. Because sometimes when we have a master, right, you learn from the master, but then there's a time that you have to start doing what your master is saying. So that's what Jesus was for the disciples. So let's see. He told them that they now could have the power to heal people of sickness and diseases. So the first two that he chose were brothers, Simon Peter and Andrew. They had left their fishing business when Jesus first called them to follow him. Look at them. Look at Jesus calling them. Come, come. And then he called James, he called John, that they were sons of Zebedee, and they also had left their fishing nets. Then he also chose Philip, Bartholomew, Matthew, Thomas, Simon the Zealot, James, the son of Alphaeus, Judas, a brother of James, and Judas Iscariot. Who is he? The one who later became Jesus' enemy. Do you guys remember when he betrayed Jesus? So he gave these 12 men instructions. He told them to only preach to the people of Israel at this time. Jesus told the men to tell the people that the kingdom of heaven has come near. He told the disciples to heal people of sickness and diseases and raise the dead. Jesus reminded the disciples that they have freely received from him and that they should freely give to others. These disciples, they didn't have superpowers or anything, right? But it was the power of Jesus that made them so special. Now, Jesus gave them these directions, right? Instructions, told them to preach, and then that they could heal people, that they could raise the dead. And now it was time for them to give to others everything that they learned from Jesus. But there is one thing. He told the men not to take any money while they were traveling, and not to take any extra clothes, sandals, or a staff. He told them that everything they needed would be provided as they worked for him. So Jesus continued his instructions and said, when you enter a town or village, find out who wants to hear and learn more from you, and you stay there until you leave town. If they listen to your words and abide by it, let your peace be on the household. Those do sound like superpowers. Imagine how cool it would be to heal sick people like Jesus did, make bad spirits go away, raise dead people back alive, right? That power was just not for showing off. He also gave them an important message to explain why they could do miracles like that. His kingdom was starting. All those miracles he wanted to have them to do them so that people could have faith, right? So that they could believe and hear what he was saying. He was planning where bad things became untrue. So this was something the Bible promised for hundreds of years. God was sending a very special king who would fix all the bad things in the world. Now, the stronger and bigger the kingdom became, the more and more sad things would become untrue. But look at this. When he told the disciples, here, he said, don't take any money. He meant this, that everything would be provided for them. He said God would feed and clothe people who trust him. Since God gives food to birds and beautiful colors to flowers and shrubs, his people can trust him for all their needs. Can't we trust Jesus? I think we can. He's been taking care of us. And then at the end, he says, if anyone does not welcome you or listen to your words, shake the dust off your feet when you leave that home or the town. That sounds like a very adventurous thing to do and a little dangerous as well. Imagine that. You go on a trip, you have no clothes, you have no food, you have nothing on you. You just have to trust that everything is going to be provided to you. So that's the type of thing that Jesus did to his disciples. He said, don't take anything. Everything will be provided to you. And that's very nice. God can still do a lot of amazing things if we just pray, if we trust him and have faith.